video from 3
Episode.
Women. Yes.
Episode.
Another episode. So this episode, we're going to talk about travel and budget. So we're going to start off with travel.
Yes.
And we're going to first tell you guys places that we've been and then go from there. So starting with Micah.
Okay. Let's see. I've been to Florida, Bahamas, not too far, Atlanta, New York. That's all I got right now.
Okay.
So local.
Yeah.
Melissa.
Can I go last?
Okay,
My list is
Micah.
kind of long.
Micah is a local traveler,
Yes.
but she's probably going to experience some more places.
This is true.
Yes. I've gone to Puerto Rico, the Bahamas, Dominican Republic, Mexico, Cayman Islands, basically all the Caribbean islands. That's where I've gone. And I've been to most of the East Coast and in California.
Okay. So I've been to Florida, Texas, California, Georgia, New York, Jersey,
East Coast.
East Coast, some of California. California was beautiful. Been to Cancun a couple times, Acapulco, the Dominican Republic a couple times, Bahamas a couple times. I've been to Trinidad and Tobago. That's where my family's from, so it's more of a family trip. I think that's it for the islands. I've been to Paris. I've been to London. I've been to Germany, Austria, and I think that's it for Europe. So I think that's it. If I'm missing one, then yeah, I think that's it.
See, so we're well traveled,
Yes.
especially this one right here.
Yes. Indeed.
So, we're going to talk about basically when you're booking a trip, good places to go online to book your trips. So, a lot of people will go to the main website.
Yes, don't go, like you can go to like Southwest and like AmericanAirlines.com and you may be able to find a good deal, but you're probably going to spend a little bit more. Like they have like Expedia,
Yeah.
and they have
What's the other one?
cheaptickets.com.
Yes, that's
when
really
we
good.
bought our tickets for when we went to Miami.
Yes.
We bought cheaptickets.com and they have good prices. You can see all of the airlines and
Yeah.
compare your prices that way.
Yep.
I think through there you can book like your rental car and your hotel too, so it makes it a little cheaper.
It's all in one.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
inclusive in one thing.
And some of the websites, when you book, they may require like you to put down a deposit and then you can pay for the rest later.
Mhm.
But then there's other times where you have to pay for the whole trip
Yes.
at one time.
So if you do an all-inclusive vacation.
Right, but it's still better that way because you're still going to end up with a cheaper price.
Because if you get to where you're going and you already paid for like hotel and everything, then you still gotta buy food.
Yeah.
You still gotta buy stuff when you get there. If you do it all inclusive, all food, all drinks, all that stuff is all included.
Yeah.
So when you get there, all you have to do is basically relax, and if you want to do like extracurricular activities like jet skis and stuff like that, then you can pay for it when you get there.
Because when we went to Dominican Republic, our resort was all inclusive, and the food, the drinks, everything was included. So the only thing that we paid for was just like souvenirs. And you save so much more money because you're not spending money on breakfast, spending money on lunch, spending money on dinner. Like if you want a snack, like you gotta go, like it's better because you just eat on a resort.
Yeah.
And next we're going to talk about buying your tickets ahead of time.
Yes, don't wait 2 weeks before you go on vacation to buy your tickets, because I will tell you, you will spend like 50% more
Yep.
on your ticket than if you would have bought it like 4 months ahead of time.
Because
Yeah.
it's closer.
Yes,
Like,
especially if you go on like a major holiday, don't do that. You set yourself up for
You
failure.
can travel on a holiday, but no, it's going to be more than what it is on like a random. Like it's good to travel like in February, March,
Or
October.
buy your tickets
Yes.
then. If you know you're going somewhere like say Labor Day weekend, buy your tickets in like February, March.
Yep.
Because you know everyone's gonna travel and airlines are gonna like jack their prices up because they know it's a big travel weekend. So buy your tickets ahead of time so that you know when that weekend comes, you're not trying to scramble and find $600 to buy a ticket to go somewhere.
And it's best to buy your tickets on Tuesdays or Wednesdays.
Yes.
And to
it's
take your
cheaper.
time.
Yes. Take your time, look, compare prices. Like we're all supposed to be going to Vegas in September.
We are going to Vegas.
We
not,
are
not
going.
supposed to be.
We're going to Vegas in September. We're still looking at flights, and it's what March.
Yep.
Almost end of March, almost April. We're still looking at comparing flights because Vegas is not cheap.
And you don't want to just rush and just get a
No.
ticket when you pay $600 for a ticket. But if you waited some
2
time
more
and do
weeks, you
research,
could have
got
waited.
a cheaper ticket.
Yes, a way cheaper ticket.
We are researchers, if you haven't noticed.
Yes.
Okay.
We research and plan things.
Yes, we're investigators. Next, we're going to talk about looking at different resorts, hotels, and using Airbnb.
Yes.
So anytime you travel, the most expensive things are going to be where you're staying, which is your
Mhm.
hotel or resort or wherever you're staying,
Mhm.
and then the plane ticket. Those are the two most expensive things. So when you travel, it's nice to stay at a resort because usually resorts have everything, like the
Pool and all that, yeah.
casinos, restaurants, like everything is there. So you don't have to leave from the resort. But when you travel to certain places, you want to explore the place. You just don't want to stay at the resort.
Well, yeah, that depends on where you go.
Yeah, exactly. So it's just right.
Because some places is unsafe outside of that resort.
Yeah. That's something else you have to
Don't be
take in mind.
afraid to travel, okay? After that comment, like
No, I think you have to research the place
Yep.
you're going and
Yep.
make sure that where you're going is safe. Because if you want to be one of those travelers that submerge themselves into the culture, that's all fine and dandy. But
Well,
make
go with
sure
a
where
partner.
you're going
Yeah, go
is
with
not
a
going to
partner.
kidnap you and you're going to be in some.
right.
Yeah.
You don't want to do that. So some places is way well that you can submerge yourself in the culture all you want to. Some places is not safe to do that. So we would not recommend you going off the resort unless you're with a tour guide
Yeah.
or a tour that's taking you somewhere.
That's a part
and
of the hotel.
Yes, and then taking you back.
Then
Don't
you
just
see
go
their
off.
photo ID, so
Yes.
you know who Fabio is.
Yes. Don't just go off wander all by yourself because then you may just never come back.
Yeah. And just also the difference between we just explained what resorts are and hotels are obviously
Hotels.
right. There's no other way to explain it. There's usually not the extra amenities that
A resort has.
And an Airbnb is really nice.
It's
We
new.
stayed at one.
Mm-hmm.
We went to the mountains, and it's basically where people who have homes or places, townhouses, condos, and they rent them out to travelers. And so
It's actually really nice. They have really nice homes, like condos. You can get houses. When we went to it, Massanutten, and we got a cabin in
Yeah.
the woods. It was really nice.
you see the pictures that are online.
So you know what you're getting ahead of time.
Yes. We'll be sure to link all the websites that we're talking about down below.
Mm-hmm.
We're like Expedia and Southwest and Airbnb. So that way, if you guys want to travel, you can check out some of these great websites.
Yes.
Next, we're going to, we already talked about this. All inclusive resorts are the best because the majority of the stuff is paid for.
Right.
Yes.
We're going to talk, spending money. So when you
Yes.
travel, you need spending money.
Mm-hmm.
You can't just pay for the flight and the hotel and then not have money to spend when you go down there. Even if it's all inclusive, if you stay at a
still need
resort,
money,
you still need money if you want to buy souvenirs or do an extracurricular activity. So I say the best way is to save about $20 to $40 out of each check. So if you get paid bi-weekly, that's $80. If you take $40 out of one check and then $40 out of another check, that's $80 total. And say if you start planning in January and you're traveling in July, you have 7 months to save.
Mm-hmm.
And so then by the time July comes, you have almost $560 saved to spend. That's the way I do it when I travel. I like to take a little bit of money out of each check rather than waiting till the last minute and just
Go and then you just have no money.
right.
You don't ever want to travel with no money.
Yes.
That's bad. Always travel with cash. You don't gotta travel $500 in cash. You always have at least $50 to $100 cash.
Yes.
In case you go somewhere and you need cash and they don't take cards.
Oh, another one. If you're traveling out of the country, it's good to call your bank to let your bank know that you're going to be out of the country because sometimes when you go to other countries and you go call your bank, they will stop your card and you won't be able to use
They
it.
do that in
But-
New York.
yes.
I went to New York one time and I went to get gas and they were like, okay, you don't just up and put gas from New York.
Right,
What is
exactly.
this? And then they blocked my card. So
Yep.
that is important.
Yes.
And then they will, Mrs. Whoever, we just want to make sure that you're in the city and that you're using your, and then that causes extra chaos because what if you're in a place where you don't have cell phone service? Or so you have to think ahead. And like Melissa said, it's good to have money on your debit card or have a credit card that has money on it. but to also have some type of cash because like
Some places don't take credit cards.
and
Yeah,
all
that's
places
true.
take cash.
Yes. Oh, they'll take cash.
The way I do things is like I have my bills, set aside. I
Yeah.
have my play money. I
Yeah.
have my, savings, personal savings, and then I have like a bank statement.
Yes.
So I just do mine different ways, and then from there, if I do need to pick and choose with my play money, then I can do that because I put myself in a position where I can do that.
Yeah.
It's important to save because
Yeah.
Lord knows if you plan to travel, like you need to have money. It's like no doubt about it. That's just what it is. So
Yep.
it's important.
Yes. Next, we're going to talk about doing research ahead of time, looking for activities and restaurants, so that way when you go, you don't waste time. You don't, for example, we're going to Vegas.
Yes.
And
We've already planned, 2-3 activities?
yes, and you don't want to wait to the last minute trying to figure out where's this restaurant at, or where is this attraction at, or do they take cash or do they take credit
And
cards?
how much each activity is, so you
Right.
can budget for that activity, because you may get there and realize this activity is $160 and you didn't budget $160 for that activity because you didn't know what you was going to do.
And so then now you can't do it because you don't have the money. And some places you have to make reservations and you have to hold a spot.
Yep.
And then they want you to put down, like
Put a deposit.
when we went to Macedon, we were going to do horseback riding. And so I had to give the lady my credit card to hold our spot, and I had to set up an appointment. Now what if we would have went down there and I didn't call, didn't give my credit card, and I didn't set up an appointment? We couldn't
You wanna
do
do-
horseback riding because I didn't do any research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So definitely do your research.
Yes,
The Travel Channel is a great channel to watch.
it is.
It is.
Yes.
It tells you the different places and the food.
It gives you ideas of where you could go. It'll show you different islands that you probably never even heard of.
Yep.
It gives you ideas and it shows you all these different islands around the world of where you could go. And they tell you how to get there and what's the best way to get there. And we're going to Vegas, and I saw a special in Vegas, and Vegas is known for their buffets. Well, we're going to go to a buffet when we get to
we are.
Vegas because this one loves seafood. So
Yes.
we'll be going to a seafood buffet somewhere in Vegas. We're gonna find one.
Yep.
So travel it's just a nice place to go, and it gives you ideas on what to do, and it'll give you ideas on where you can go and travel, and it's just all around. It's a nice channel.
And it gets you excited.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to Aruba in
Yeah.
July. And so I was doing research on the dinner that they have on the beach.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, I like to get excited when I go on a trip and
Yeah.
kind of plan ahead and see what we can do.
Mhm.
It's fun.
It is.
Let's see. So now we're going to talk about budget. And it's good to travel with a group of friends.
Mm-hmm.
Because automatically, if you travel with 4 to 5 people, your budget's already cut in half.
Yes.
Because everything is going to be split between all of you guys.
Yes.
Like when we went to Miami.
Mm-hmm. Our budget was split by 7.
And
So
so
it was
the rooms were
Cheaper.
cheap.
Yes. Everything was way cheaper because everything was split by 7.
The same thing with the rental car.
Yep. The rental car was split by 7. Our food, everyone paid for
The
their own
parking.
food. The parking was split by 7. Our Ubers, everyone ordered an Uber every time so that it was spread out, so it wasn't just on one person.
Yeah.
It's easier that way. You never want to travel by yourself. It depends. Well, that's
It
depending
depends
on
on where you're going.
Yes, it depends where you're going.
Yeah, some people like to travel by themselves just to clear their mind or
Yes.
just it's a good self-discovery, but you don't want to if you've never been to Jamaica
Don't go to
and
Jamaica
you don't
by
want to go travel by yourself. There's no family over there. You don't have no friends.
Mhm.
At least go somewhere that
You've been before.
and then or you have somebody that's there. You can travel by yourself, but if something happens, you can call up somebody that's close by within the city.
Yes.
To, you know.
Yes. Yeah. Always go somewhere by yourself that you've been before. So at least at the end of the day, you know where your surroundings are. You know what's coming. You know the culture that's coming at you. You ain't never been to Bali, India. Don't go to Bali, India by yourself. That is not.
You should be
what you
fearless,
like
but don't be stupid.
Yes. You gotta be smart when you travel.
Let's see.
Another thing on budgets. When you buy your plane tickets, please research the price on how much the bags will cost.
Yes.
Because I want to say 90% of airlines nowadays charge you. I think there's 1 or 2 that'll let you go
Southwest
for
is
the
one
bags.
that doesn't charge.
Yes.
But American Airlines,
They charge you per bag.
JetBlue, it's usually $25 to $35 per bag.
Yes.
Per bag.
Yes.
Per
That
bag.
means you need to travel, plan your outfits ahead of time, plan
Yeah.
shoes to go with multiple outfits. matches multiple outfits. If you wear wigs, make sure your wig matches all outfits. However you do it, just plan out your outfits so you're not walking to the airport with 3 bags and gotta spend $100 to check all 3 bags.
And people would think that your hairstyle wouldn't affect your budget.
It does.
But if you're going somewhere, if you're going to the beach and you have to bring extra hair products to put in your bags, which is going to make your bags heavier, then also there's a weight limit. So
Yes.
you don't want to go over 50 pounds
No,
because then
they're still charging.
you can have one bag, but if that bag is over 50 pounds, you're still going to be charged a fee.
Yes.
So if you have to think of a hairstyle to where it's going to last you the whole vacation, you ain't got to buy no extra
Yes.
hair products,
Mhm.
or you don't have to pack an extra bag because in the end that saves you money.
Yes. You have to think about all those things before you travel.
Yes. Okay. So next, we already talked about the airlines charging your bag, and then pack only one bag. Pack outfits that goes with multiple looks.
Yes.
Like you want to make sure if you bring jean shorts, then you can bring 2 to 3 tops that goes with the jean shorts because you can wear jean shorts more than one time.
Yes.
Like, you know what I mean? You have to, or bring bathing suits where you can mix and match your bathing suits because then it looks like you have on different ones if you
Yes.
just change the top.
Yes.
So
Do
that's
that.
something else.
There goes that secret that men didn't know.
Oh.
Well, oops. Let's see, so make sure we already talked
I
about
think
that.
They probably know, but it's okay.
I don't think they ever noticed that anyway.
Make sure someone has your flight information and make sure you have a ride to the airport
And to and from the airport. Don't, yes, make sure someone always has your itinerary because
You never know what's going to
What
happen, and you want to make sure someone knows where you're at
at all times.
because
You don't want to think you can call somebody and
Yeah.
somebody's out of town and you don't have a ride. Like,
What if you get home from your trip and you didn't set up a designated time to get home?
Look at
Who's
that.
gonna pick you up?
or
You're just
what
gonna
if you
be stranded
use
at
your
the
cell
airport.
phone or something, and then at least your ride's already set up and you already set up the meetup spot
Yes.
where you're going to be. So even if you do lose your phone or if your battery
You
dies,
know that person's gonna be there.
right?
Because they had their itinerary.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And they in your flight information.
And also this goes within budget too because the airport charges per day for parking.
Yes.
So if you don't have a ride, then you're gonna have to pay for parking.
And some airports is upwards of like $50.
And then if you don't have a ride, you're gonna have to catch a train or
or
Uber
and that's more
or a
money.
taxi, and that costs money.
Yes.
That costs money.
So if you plan out a ride ahead of time, then you won't have to pay more money.
Yes, and then lastly, we're going to talk about direct flights. And if you do have a layover, it's good to have a layover that's like an hour to 2 hours. You don't want to have I personally don't
No.
want to have
No.
one that's that long because then you're going to spend money in the airport that you didn't have to spend if you had a direct flight.
Mhm.
Like, if you do have like a layover, be in a city to where you can go out and travel for,
Mhm.
and experience it. But that's just like, to me, a waste of time.
It
Because
is.
you want to go to your destination.
Yeah, you want to already get there. You don't want to spend 5 hours in the airport waiting for your next flight and you're bored and then you spend $200 in the airport because you bought a meal and you got your feet done because you were bored.
Yep.
You don't want to do that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you now some places you have to lay over, that's understandable because it's just that's
Too
just
far.
how the flights
Yeah.
are.
Mhm.
If you do, make sure it's like 2 to 3 hours max, and then you get on your next flight. You don't want to lay over that's like 30 minutes, because I'm telling you, you will never make it to your next destination. That will not happen.
Yep.
So make sure it's between an hour to maybe 3 hours max. You get there, you can relax, you settle in, and then you board, and then you get on your next flight to go.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it, because direct flights tend to be a little bit more expensive. So if you can find a cheaper flight with a little bit of a layover, then maybe that may be worth it than spending the extra money and going directly there.
So that is our episode today.
Yeah.
And starting over my words, talking about travel and budget. So we hope you guys enjoy. And until next time.
Later.
Bye!